Welcome back to Oli'sRC. Today, we're embarking on what might be our most grueling expedition yet. We're deep within the uncharted sectors of the Blackwood Forest, and as you can see, the trail has long since disappeared. We are piloting the red Traxxas TRX for Land Rover Defender, a rig that has become a staple here at the channel for one reason: it never says die. The mission today is a recovery operation, but before we can even think about the cargo, we have to survive the approach. This first leg of the journey is all about patience. Notice the terrain. It's a chaotic layer of fallen oak leaves, rotted branches, and hidden sinkholes. When you're driving a scale crawler like this, you aren't just looking at the big rocks, you're looking at the micro lines. Every route is a potential high center point. Every pile of leaves could be hiding a muddy pit that will swallow a 1.9-inch tire hole. I've got the transmission in low range and the front and rear diffs locked. I want maximum control here. Listen to the sound of those canyon trail tires, the way they conform to the wood and stone. That's the secret to a successful trek. You don't fight the forest, you flow with it. We're navigating through tight corridors of brush that scrap against the exo-cage. It's a sensory experience: the smell of the damp earth, the mechanical whine of the portals, and the slow, rhythmic bounce of the GTS shocks. It's a game of inches. We're looking for a specific landmark, a cluster of ancient trees that marks the descent into the lowlands. The deeper we go, the darker it gets under the canopy. The moss is getting thicker on the north side of the trunks, a sure sign that we're approaching the moisture of the swamp. Somewhere in this tangle of grey reeds and standing water is a supply chest, Asadisti H025A. There it is. I have to position the Defender on a patch of semi-solid moss just to get close enough. One wrong move and the weight of the truck will bury us to the skid plate. We carefully back the rig up. The winch line is ready if we need it, but we managed to get the crate secured to the roof rack using the scale bungees. With the cargo locked down, the Defender's profile has changed. It's heavier, more sluggish, and ready to head home. We're re-entering the dense forest, but the path we took in is already obscured. We're forced to take a steeper line over a moss-covered ridge. This is the ultimate test of the TRX4's geometry. The front tires are searching for a bite, clawing at the bark of an old oak root. Come on, just a little more throttle. There. The portal axles clear the crest by a fraction of an inch. We're back under the canopy, but the trek is far from over. The weight of that chest is making the rig sluggish, and the shadows are getting longer. We aren't taking the slow way back. To make it out before dark, we have to hit the flood path, a series of deep, rain-filled trenches that lead straight to the clearing. It's time to drop it into high gear and let the Defender stretch its legs. We hit the first pool at full tilt. Water and mud explode in every direction, coating the red bodywork in the scars of the mission. We break through the last puddle and onto the gravel path. Mission successful. The chest is recovered, the Defender is soaked, and we've survived another day in the wild. Thanks for joining me on this long trek. If you want to see more scale adventures like this, make sure to subscribe to Oli'sRC. I'll see you on the next trail.